I'm going to do a quick video on how people can protect their neighborhood during a shift type of situation when shit hits the fan. I'm going to go over 3 parts: securing major roadways, establish and observe your borders, and know your environment inside and out. Part 1, securing major roadways. Here's a map that I drew representing any given urban neighborhood. Right here I have a river. Right here, these represent a railway line. These lines right here represent major roads like avenues. These lines represent smaller roads, auxiliary roads, or streets. Right here represents a forest or a woodsy area. And right here represents major highways. In most urban environments, you're going to have railway lines. You're still going to have forest areas, not big areas, but small forest areas, some big, but you're still going to have woodsy areas and parks. Even within urban environments, you're going to have major highways and rivers and streams. So you're going to find these things within any given urban environment. So once again, securing major roadways. You want to secure your major roadways because you could say block access and observe who's coming into your neighborhood. Most likely outside forces are going to use the major roads. They're not going to use the little back streets, but most likely the major roads, especially if it's a large troop movement or mechanized units. They're going to use the major roads, and if they're not familiar with your area, they're most likely once again going to use the major roads. So you want to secure your major roads. These X represents units of men. Securing your major roads so you can see who's coming into your neighborhood or your area. Establish and observe borders. So if this is your neighborhood and you want to protect it, what you want to do is establish borders around your neighborhood and observe them. Now, what I think is a good idea is most urban environments are going to have, once again, streams, railway tracks, woodsy areas, and highways. They might not be this close together, but you are going to find streams, railway tracks, highways, and forest areas in your environment. I think they make great natural borders. Rivers make great natural borders. Forests, woodsy areas make great natural borders. And railway lines make great natural borders because it's a clearing of space. A railway line is a clearing of space that you can observe easily. What I like about railway lines is that they provide nice sight lines that you can look all the way that way, you can look all the way that way. So they provide nice sight lines and clearings for you to observe. That's why I think railway lines make great borders. Also highways. Large major highways give you good sight lines to observe an area and to define your borders. So natural occurring highways and railway lines are man-made structures, in my opinion, that make good borders. And rivers and forests are natural occurring that make great borders. So use a river, railway line, forest, highway system as borders for you to observe to protect your neighborhood. Lastly, know your environment. That's pretty self-explanatory. You want to know all the little back roads, your streets, your intersections, your river systems, the forests, and your highways. So basically, you want to know your environment inside and out because that's going to give you an advantage of anybody trying to come into and take your neighborhood. So these are just my example on how you can protect your neighborhood during the time of shift. If you have any suggestions or ideas, let me know. Thank you.